Good. We're doing it now. Greetings. I'm waiting just for a second. See if I have anyone show up. No. Well. La 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 la. Greetings. I was waiting for you. Now, going to do this. The search for Robin Hood. Yes. I think that's what's happening right now. Okay, so going over to a Canadian site. It's by Alan W. Wright. It says search for a real Robin Hood by Alan W. Wright. Was Robin Hood real? Interesting question. Yes. Is Robin Hood the construct? No. Robin was an essence. Okay? And I am that essence. Hear me? Literally. So what do I say? I can deny that, or I can be like, okay, let's see. Robert is associated with Robin. Robert means one with bright fame. Bright, light, low. It's related. Okay. So I'm feeling like it was more of a rite of passage. And names meant something, right? They had significance. You didn't just willy-nilly name people, right? So my dad would have known that even prior to my birth. He was doing research. And he was heavily folkish, so I'm like, And then he tells me, oh, we're related to druids. Well, yes. Some of those bloodlines survived. That's what I think. I also think that the majority of the survivors were female bloodlines. That's my theory. And they would have become very powerful, right? But because of the change in society, they would have to hide their knowledge. It's not just their beauty, that's there, but it's the threat of what they knew of the natural world. Think about it. If you knew herbs, you could heal almost anything. Once they take that away, your warriors do not have anyone to go to. They don't have the knowledge, see? And that, to me, is the essence. So I read just a little bit of that, and I said, because I've been thinking about this before it came on. So there's different areas, they're getting into it from a completely different perspective. I look at Robin Hood as an esoteric, supernatural being. You hear? Not just some Englishman from whatever, And a sense of being in tune with the woodland and connected to the land, meaning that Robin himself is a spirit of the land. And that is what I am. Literally. So what do I say? Deny it? Drive myself crazy, or say, oh, okay? Because you consistently hear something. Oh, this is silly. This is just a silly story, is it? Maybe it's based on a shamanic tradition. You ever consider that? But in my mind, it is. I always felt it intrinsically when I was younger. I was like that from a young age. What do I say? intrinsic. That's the only thing I can say. And you're like, where'd you learn all this? Some stuff I just knew. I don't know how to explain that. But if I consider, here, I'll explain it this way. Your grandfathers and grandmothers had to survive. So they would have encoded and learned things, therefore passing instinct down to you, just like a mother bear does to her cubs. Similar. Exactly the same, really, you know. But we don't live in harmony with our environment anymore. Not really, you know. We live in a separate, apart way, where the Robin Hood concept is to live in harmony with nature, using it to your benefit, but also protecting it. That's why Robin is the guardian of the woodland, hence the wild man, the wild poet of the wood. What am I? What am I doing? I exemplify that to the umpteenth degree. Then I'll find more knowledge. I'll be like, what the hell? I have that too? Good grief. And so I began to wonder, what was my dad doing? He was encoding Robin Hood in me. My dad was like Robin Hood anyway. So that's what I consider make me feel happy. I'm the son of Robin Hood. No, wait a second. No. I'm Robin Hood, the son of the light. You see what I'm saying? Not some Latin bullshit, you know, is retarded. What is in the name Robin? What have I been saying? See, no one listens to me. That's why I get irritated. Like, this is some common sense shit. All right? There are 3 O's. You have hood, right? O. Get it? Oh my God. I-O. Okay? Principle. Hello. So you, right there, you have the unity and harmony of masculine and feminine principles, even in the first name with the I-O principle. Catch what I'm saying? And I just remember having this thing where it stuck in my head and it just became permanent. And I said to myself, I am Robin I-O. Up when I was young. I said, I like that. Yeah, I'm keeping that. And that little simple thought, where did that come from? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even call myself Robin. I went by Robert or Rob, but I was called Rob. Similar to Robin Hood, he would maybe be nicknamed whatever, you know, his friends, whatever. Usually your friends. Hey Rob, what's up? You know, that type of stuff. And then my stepbrother's name was Rob. And he acted like Robin Hood. So I'm like, what the hell is going on here? He is a skate punk. You know, you don't understand. He's punk rock, right? With that, like I said, I grew up on the cusp of punk rock and hip hop. Hip hop was not dominant yet. That it only became dominant, say, I don't know, mid 90s, something, 2000s. But before that, it was like metal was, you know, big. And just the mythological concept in music, my thinking is, what could I do? I could be the most folkish I could possibly be. Why? Potency, baby. I-O. My whole life has been Robin Hood-esque. Being original, not selling out, you know, that type of shit. It's intrinsic. Not to mention, like the concept of being the best of the best of the best and not giving up. Like no matter how many mistakes you make or you screw up, you continually strive forward, you know. It trips me out. I was tripping on that tonight. I'm like, what? Some kind of mystical shit going on? Yes. Robin I.O. is who I am, right? The cat associated. Yes, too. Something I realized. That version of Robin is a little bobcat and he comes through the hole and he'll pop out and laugh at you and then disappear. Oh, you think I'm joking? I'm not. I just remember because I grew up playing outside versus, you know, my brother loved video games. And I was like, well, I couldn't play it. So I was like, whatever, I'll just go, go to the golf course, go anywhere. This big ass golf course, go explore it. They used to let us go down in the ravine and collect golf balls, and then we could sell them back to the golfers. How we made a little bit of money on the side or whatever. And it would depend on what type of golf ball you had. So say you had like a ping, that was an expensive golf ball, They might pay $1 for that. So you knew what like all the prices were. You knew if you learned all that shit. Myself and my English friend rappelled off the bridge there years later, He never hung out there with me when I was that young. That was like a few years after leaving Magna, probably Salt Lake to go because my mom was going to U. So you would definitely have like a separation in high school where even in high school, people were like, my mindset was F BYU, I'm going to the U, whatever. I didn't want to be controlled by their bullshit. So I never did the mission thing, and I don't have the multi-tiered generational horseshit. My family's not from here, so I just have to accept reality that is why there was such discrimination, And these guys could be, bullies, assholes, if you weren't like them. I equate it to the greasers vote versus the socials, whatever, the socials. They called them the socials. And they would have brawls and shit. So you'd have the greasers, like they have longer hair and leather jackets and shit, versus the preppy guys with the fucking football jacket, leather jacket shit on. So I can relate to that, because I was goth in high school. And so because I got tired of their shit, I just fucking dressed like a badass and went to school. Didn't give a shit. No one messed with me generally, because I had that attitude. And that's what I meant by Ubering up, you're like, you have been fucked with so many times. You're tired of it, because you don't do that shit to other people, so why should it be done to you? And it shouldn't. And that's the whole point. Robin calls it a bitch ass, and it is, Instead of ruining the party, you add to it, make it supreme. That's the point. I live that ethic, so what am I supposed to say? Said if you're looking for somebody rich, then nope. I just don't give a shit about money. I mean, I do to a point. You just gotta fucking eat, buy shit, get instruments, but it feels like people spend their whole lives just making money. That's it. Not loving each other. And that hurts me. I'd rather spend more time loving that other person than wasting my goddamn time on fucking business trips. You hear? That's folkish to the core, not bullshit. That's what I want. Anything else to me is not true love because you're putting okay, a man is looking at that woman, and the first thing he thinks is, oh, is she physically attractive, right? That's what she thinks. But what if that's not the case? What if he says, does she have a good heart? So that even an average woman, this is a fairy tale concept, folklore, would all of a sudden become extremely attractive, right? Versus like a stuck-up debutante type personality, where she's unwilling to work, she wants everything handed to her, whatever it is. Guys can do the same bitch asses, but you know what I mean? Or not doing your own dishes, whatever it is. I don't know. Oh my God. It's hard to live in this state. It's nice and it's difficult at the same time. I don't know. Because it's conservative. You have like generally lower crime rates, depending on where you are. But even when I was in high school, you had Polynesian gangs here, Latin gangs, whatever, but that became fused with Mormonism to where you would have people with dual lives. I watched a documentary on it. That's why I know. I was talking about it. And I had, what was it? 2 different groups in high school. One was Tongan Crip Gang or some shit. I don't know. I'm not affiliated. I don't know those people. Nothing. It's just I would see their little tag bullshit on the buildings and other places, whatever. And you kind of knew that to not mess with the Islanders because they would kick your ass. They're tribal as shit. Yeah, tribal to the core. No. Nope. Mm-mm. You ever see The Rock? And he's got him doing the little football drill, whatever. But he'd have him do that, the dance, get him all amped up, whatever it is. Robin Io, they don't think I'm Robin. They think I'm crazy. I know. That's okay. She's like, are you going to play music or what? What am I, the music freak? Man, why don't you play some music, man? Send me an email, man. Huh? No email yet? I gave it to you. No email. You know what? This is how I am. Let's put it this way. For instance, let's just say, I don't know who this is in the chat, but let's just say, for instance, it was a really hot chick. Okay, and I'm on the opposite end. And I've been coming to her videos for a while. And I'd be like, oh, damn, she's kind of older than me. She's hot, though. She's nice. And I decide, oh, shit, I like this chick. And she's like, this is my email, baby. And I normally don't give this out, but I thought I'd give it to you. I think I might take that other video down for that reason. Should I? I will. I'll do it now. Promise. Not to be spiteful. No, of course not. Just to keep it private. Sorry. I'm going to have to pull the email off. I know most people don't watch my videos. I have a dedicated few, you know what I'm saying? I thought about this. I'm like, okay, no one wants to come and watch me live, then I will only make videos for you. Yep. How about that? Just Robin's revenge. They'll be like, oh, he was a dork anyway. We don't care. Well, you think I'm joking? You don't know. You don't know. I will. You've seen me. I get mad. I'll just take all the videos down. I'm like, whatever. They're not interested. Plus, I'm like, why look like a fool? No one wants to watch your videos. Oh my God. But if nobody shows up, I'm not going to sit here and talk to 00. I'm sorry, that was loud. Yeah, I think you're the only person. You're the only reason I make videos anymore. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I'd be like, what the hell's the point? No one shows up. They think I'm crazy. I'm like, you're right. Oh my God. So, we'll see. Because no one wants to email Bobcat. It's just too much of a low-life scumbag. I hope you're laughing wherever you are. I always poke you. Ha ha ha. Whoever you are. Sometimes I feel like you're laughing back. That's why I do it. You're like, why do you come on so much? Hey, it's something to do. Rather than sit here alone and be like, all right, which song next by myself? Hey, it is better than being in a negative relationship. For real. It's better to be alone. Robin knows this. At least you have peace. It's true. I'm wondering what the next shoe to drop is. Should I take this down? I will. Okay, there we go. Growing my hair back. Yep. Still have the mohawk though. It's just not Mr. Cleaned on the side or anything. Oh my. Okay, I got it. Now I'm gonna find some Robin Hood ballads. That's where I came over here, baby. Yeah, that's what this is. Really? That's right. Robin said. Is he crazy? Yeah, he's kind of crazy. They found out Robin's actually I'm so pokey. Oh, well, I don't know who it is anyway. Maybe it's a drag queen. Yep, I knew it. Bubba's in the chat room. He's saying hi. Why'd they have to make that a nickname for Robert? Goddamn. Now they're going to start calling me that. Bubba Bob. Making myself laugh. I'm good at that, you know. I have to. Makes me feel good. All right, now what are we going to do? Not Alan Adale. Remember, Alan Adale was a later character. I was like, really? Ooh, the Three Squires. That's good. Is that the one? The King's Disguise and Friendship of Robin. No. I know what we need. Robin Hood and the Golden Arrow. Excerpts from a guest of Robin Hood. Oh, yes. Number 117. Baby. Yeah. Well, introduction goes as such. And Robin is a nutbag. And anyway, he's fully nutty in his bag. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, my name is Robert. I have a right to laugh at my own name. Thank you very much, because I like it. That's why I laugh. You like your first name? Yes, I do. I love it. Because I know I'm Robin Hood, and I realized it. Clipped it. Baby. Robin Hood is well known for his archery. There have been tales of Robin shooting for gold and silver arrow since at least the 15th century. An early ballad, a guest of Robin Hood, and other versions, including the guest. Robin's identity is either known or discovered. Oh no. after the match, and he has to fight his way to safety. That's what I have to do right now. Will they find me? I don't know. Maybe. Variations on the archery contest story have become a fixture in most Robin Hood books and films. That's true. In later tellings, Robin Hood splits his opponent's arrow in the center. Now, what is the representation? What does that symbolize? It means a finer center of focus to the point where you can split an arrow. That's some serious focus. Wow. You know? Ooh. Likely borrowed from Sir Walter. Remember, Sir denotes a title of nobility or the crown. All right. You know, most likely from Masonic in origin. Okay. Sir Walter Scott's 1819 novel, Ivanhoe, or possibly a recently rediscovered version of the Robin Hood and Queen Catherine ballad. Okay. So obviously, like you would be competing for different prizes, right? Based on what you were competing in, and the joust would have been the top level. Now, the style of jousting we did was Realgestik, and that is German in origin. So you can see that jousting had roots that went back to various areas and Germanic peoples. And my friend who's from Canada, it was extremely folkish. Yes, I consider Shane my friend. He's a good dude. It's funny. I have a story. They're like, you have to tell this story. It's it's extremely funny. That's why I'm going to tell this story. I think we're doing a show in Sonora, California, and the head knight's brother, I was hanging out with him earlier, he's like, Robert, come drink with me, and I was like, all right, dude, I had a couple beers, but I'm tired. I need to go fucking lay down. All right, Holmes. So here it is. Let's see. I don't know. God, 2, 3 in the morning, something. I'm asleep, tired. I'll say, bam, 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 like as I'm in this little trailer or whatever, sleeping. Over there doing the show. And I get up and hop out of the top bed because there's like a bunk bed here. And I come out the door and say, holy shit, Robert, that was the fastest shit I ever seen. Well, Sean was a big guy, but he could sprint because his fucking leg muscles were like this. But my reflexes are really fast. He was just surprised. Anyway, he's drunk. And I just come bolting out and he goes, the horses are loose. And he's trying to break me out. So I thought, I didn't even get mad at him. Just laugh. He knew my sense of humor. He's like, God damn it, we have to wake Robert up. There's nobody else that will get up and hang out with me. And he goes, I'm just joking, bro. So we go out to the field, and he's like, you need a beer, bro? I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. What the hell? You woke me up in the middle of the night. Anyway, give me a goddamn beer. So get the horses out there, and it's like, hey, Robert, you want to ride a horse? I'm like, hell yeah, god damn it. They never let me ride the horses. They don't. You have to be a knight and be jousting, and they will, whatever. Because it's a liability if you don't have it. Because Shane had a high level of training. He grew up on a horse ranch, so it's not like you're dealing with Mr. Dipshit. No, you're dealing with a goddamn rancher practically. I mean, the guy's hardcore, like a rodeo guy or somebody. Those guys are next level. So one thing for me to be on the road with them, quite another to be them That's the difference between, say, alpha and beta position, in that the alpha is running what is happening. So ultimately, they will be responsible for the outcome. Robin knows this. Of course I do. Oh my God. Can I ever get to the point? Not really, known for rambling. I realize something and then I connect other dots. Remember other stories. I have a lot of stories. Well, it was cool though. He did a show called Full Metal Jousting, like I was saying. And you can see this more in a higher competition level, but Estes Park, Colorado, okay, is the largest, I think, Irish-Scottish festival, but the largest folk festival in general in the U.S. So we had an international jousting competition there, and I, went there for that with Shane, and he was, competing with people from different various European backgrounds, whatever. It was pretty much all European people. That was all that was there that I saw. I mean, England, Australia, let me think, a couple other places, but it was a trip too. I was like, whoa, cool, international competitions. And then remember that the joust is like the main event of the entire festival. Everybody comes out for it. It's a big, exciting thing. The queen's there generally. There's like a faux queen and king of the event. Oh, to listen, Shane was a good showman. Like when he would come out, and he'd be like, "Lords and ladies," and I kind of, imprinted on him, traveling with him that much, and hearing it so many times. But I remember, learning and being trained in the list, because you would have commands. This is how Shane trained me. You would have commands in the list for the night as far as what was happening. Now, especially once they've got their helm on, because they have only small slits, they can't see, right? So I would have to step up like a little three-stepper, whatever, and you just, put it next to the horse and stuff, help them get their helm off or something, all right? And as a squire, I had to be ready as ground crew to respond to the night. So then again, Shane trains us to be safe when you go up to the night, right? Such as if they had a neck injury, right? And you go to yank them up and stuff. No, you got to ask them, are you all right? You're going to lift up their face mask or whatever so they can breathe. It's hot. And then they're doing this in the middle of the day, you know what I'm saying? But we were doing it with just regular stainless steel, where the new school stuff is a little admixture. I don't know, it's a little different. I like the armor, though. He was into Evanescence. He was the one that introduced me to that band. He had it on the radio. We were in his truck or something, early 2000s. It's cool. I was like, hell yeah, turn that shit up. As I grew up goth, I was like, yeah. And it was, full gothed out. He liked metal and shit. He liked that I was listening to metal. He's like, hell yeah, you're into the same music I am. We just got along, So one day, Shark was his name. He's jousting. Gary Young. Gary's the top dude in Young Living Essential Oils here local in Utah. It's pretty big worldwide anyway. Like I said, I've traveled as his personal squire, so I knew Gary. And so Shark's like, yeah, I'll joust him, whatever. wanted to joust. Now, normally you have like a saddle guard that will raise up to kind of protect your bladder and your groin, right? Well, yeah, no shit. You might not want to get hit in the groin with a lance. Ow. So that is what happened. A shark, he drops the lance too low because you're not supposed to shoot that low. But Gary did not have a saddle guard. So it like resulted in an injury, right? And that's kind of, the forethought is you were jousting the guy that's signing your paycheck, but you're not thinking to be cautious with your lance. You know what I'm saying? But these guys didn't pull punches. Most of, say, the local people that were taught to joust by Shane were like cowboy type dudes. They were already like the easiest crossover generally would be somebody from the rodeo, right? With physical capabilities on a horse and all that shit. It's not for everyone, especially like a big ass goddamn stallion with an attitude. That's like an Uber versus a goddamn gelding beta. And to me, this is how I viewed it. I'm a stallion, and these little missionary bitch asses are goddamn geldings. And I was like, I claim my nutsack. Thank you very much. Does that sound rude? Well, I don't care. Whatever. But that's how it feels. So it's like, if I don't do that, then I'm like giving up my personal sovereignty. And think about origin of, say, organs versus the earth. What is that saying? Right? Your connection to the land, fertility of the land. It's all related. So all this ancient knowledge, I feel that was common sense, was lost by the wayside due to war, right? Trauma triggers. So you're focused on the trauma versus the core root wisdom. That is the key. To stay centered in wisdom and not give in to distraction. You notice like Morrigan character in the book, she is not distracted. No. It's very specific in the focus. So I said, all right, what should I do? Well, I've been doing this. I pulled out some information on some family members and stuff. I hadn't looked at pictures. And it's emotional too, you know what I mean? Some people that are not connected to that will not comprehend it, but seeing, especially for me, not having an extended family, being able to see some really old photos is awesome, right? And how different people looked, it was just trippy, everybody looked strong. You had to be. And that made me think, because sometimes I get lonely. I'm like so far away from, say, like Sweden or Northern Europe where I'm from. So many, how many years of separation from your homeland, right? But if you've never been there, you wouldn't have a concept of that loss or the gain of connection to the land. But this is how I feel. I can connect there from here. Here, I feel that. Whoa. We can be connected to the spirit of the land. And we are. And so, if you, say, are the similar tribe as I, then we have a greater unity due to connection to the land and common ancestry. That makes sense. A spiritual harmonic resonance with the land. What has been disrupted? Just that. That is always what is aimed at, in my opinion. But I'm just Robin, don't mind me. Oh, I think the frustration is feeling no one listens or applies what I say. And as I said, no one messages me. And I said so. Yeah. So I just accept that. So I was like, okay, fine. Should I just go Uber and say, if you don't email me, I'm not making any more videos. I'm not angry, no tantrum, just realizing no interest. So I'll be gone. Does that mean? I don't mean to be cruel. It's just tired of people not saying who they are, you know? Because I am open and honest, and I deserve the same. That's how I feel. Right? Exactly. Hmm? Or why go there, you know what I mean? If you don't even like the person enough to say hello, what's the point? Right? Serious. I'm going Uber. Did you hear it? I'm doing it nicely though. Not screaming. That's how I feel. I can feel it. Ooh, I felt that laugh. Oh my God. When I come through the portal, you're like testing me to see if I can teleport. What if I did? I'll trip you out. No, I can't teleport. Maybe I can. It's tricky. See how tricky I am? No, not really. I only pretend to be tricky. Not really. I think I'm more like my grandmother. We're sarcastic if we think people are being foolish. We'll come up with some saying and be like, "What did you say?" Yeah. Well, I guess it's time to go. Well, no, unless a message pops up over here, I don't think it will. Oh man, only one new. No, nothing in the email. Now I'm really poking. You had an opportunity. Oh man, guess it wasn't worth it. Should I go? Did you hear me? I gave you the email. So, bobcattruthkeeper@gmail.com. If you don't email me, I'm not making any more videos. Do you hear? Yeah, not for a while. I'll just disappear. Gotta prove it. Gotta prove it. You like me as a person, friend or whatever. You have it. All right, peace. I'm going now. I'm going. Yeah, I know. I know. You're like, I don't care. And I would not. And I just don't care. Oh, whatever. I say you're afraid. Scared. Scaredy cat. Robin's calling you a scaredy cat. I challenge you officially to email me. I'll come back. I challenge you to email me, and it better be a good email, because I put effort in it. Oh, you better get ready. What you gonna do? Oh, I'm not going yet. What you gonna do? She's like, or wait. Who is it? Who's in? I don't know. Who's in my chat room? I'm not sure. They won't let me goth dance. I've been outlawed. Oh, wow. Okay. about this?
You have 24 hours to email me, or there will be no more videos. Hi.
Is that fair?
Io. Robin Io.